Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about error analysis and propagation of errors. First we are going to learn about absolute error. The magnitude of difference between the true value and the measured value of a quantity is called absolute error. Recall what you have done in your 10th standard. You found the thickness of 1 rupee coin with the help of screw gauge. You haven't taken one reading. You have taken 4 or 5 readings. For that, you have taken the mean value. That mean value has been considered as thickness of the 1 rupee coin. The mean value you have taken, that is only considered as true value. And individual values, 4 or 5 values you have taken, that can be considered as measured value. To find the true value, we have to take set of readings. For that, we have to take the average. That average value only known as true value. In this case, let us take A1, A2, A3 up to AN. A2, A3 up to AN are the measured values of any quantity A in an experiment performed n times. Then the arithmetic mean of these values is called true value. I told already, true value is nothing but a mean of this separate readings. So how can you find the average value or mean value? AM, that is equal to, you have to add all the readings, A1 plus A2 plus A3 up to AN. Divided by, to find the mean value, you have to divide by number of readings, which is similar to finding your average, 10th mark average you have calculated, So total marks divided by number of subjects. Same thing is here. Here you can get one number, that can be considered as true value. How it can be written in a short form? AM, that is equal to, so the numerator, sum of the individual readings, that can be written as sum of AI. But the subscript only numbers are there. So AI, I starts from 1 and ends up to N, divided by number of readings are there, N, or N can be taken in front of that. Summation of I, that is equal to 1 to N AI. Here I have found the mean value, which can be considered as true value. Now we have to find the absolute error in the measurement. How can you find? From this true value AM, we have to subtract the each individual values, that is measured values. Then you can get the absolute error. Let us find the absolute error in the first reading, that is A1. How can you find? True value. What is the true value? AM, mean value is a true value here, minus the measured value. What is the first value? A1. We don't bother about the plus or minus. So only magnitude I am going to take. The left side we can write the absolute. It is only the absolute error in the first reading, that can be written as del A1. Don't bother about the positive or negative. That's why modulus we are reading. Likewise, for absolute error in the second reading, how can we write? Del we are writing means that is nothing but absolute error. So how can we find true value? It won't change. AM minus, it is in the second reading, so you have to write A2. So likewise, you can find absolute error in each readings, each measured value, and last del A N is equal to AM minus AN. Further, it is absolute error in the nth measured value. Next one is mean absolute error. The arithmetic mean of absolute errors in all the measurements is called mean absolute error. These absolute errors want to be added, and that has to be divided by number of readings. Then you can get the mean absolute error. So how can we write? To find the mean absolute error, we have to add all the absolute errors in the measurements. del a1 plus del a2 up to del a n. To find the mean value, we have to divide that by number of measurements or number of readings. That is nothing but a n. So mean absolute error can be represented like this. Absolute, for that you have to write del. Here readings, for readings we have given the letter a. Since it is a mean value, you can write m. Remember, am is nothing but a mean value which can be considered as true value. Before that, I am going to mention the delta. I am writing means that is nothing but a mean absolute error. Let us take the third one, relative error. The ratio of mean absolute error to the mean value is called relative error. This is also called as fractional error. So relative error is also equal to, what is the symbol for mean absolute error? Del am divided by, what is the mean value? Mean value is nothing but a true value, am. Let us discuss the percentage error. The relative error expressed as a percentage is called percentage error. So percentage error can be calculated by multiplying 100 with the relative error. It is the expression for the relative error. Let us discuss about the propagation of errors. We have to look at the errors in measuring various quantities. The error in the final result depends on the two factors. First one is the errors in the individual measurement. The second one is nature of the mathematical operation performed to get the final result. Here mathematical operation represent addition, subtraction or multiplication and the division. So we should know the rules to combine the errors. The various possibilities of the propagation or combination of errors in the different mathematical operations are going to be discussed. In this video, we are going to discuss only about the error in the sum of the two quantities and the error in the subtraction of two quantities. Let us take the two measured quantities. The measured value of A. First quantity is A and the second quantity is B. So we have measured that values along with the error. We know that del A and del B are the absolute errors in the two quantities A and B. Consider the sum of the two quantities as Z. Here what is a mathematical operation we are taking? Addition we are taken. Theoretically, the addition of the two quantities gives you the final result Z. But here the measured value that the two quantities have certain errors. So along with the errors only we are going to add. So on the right side, it's not A, it has some errors also. So A plus or minus del A. Plus B also has certain errors. So B plus or minus del B. On the left side also we can't get the exact Z value. It also, in the final result also there will be a certain error. So let us take that as a del Z. Now you can clearly understand A and B actual real value or adding means you can get the exact final result Z. But in the experiment, certain errors will be there in the measured quantities. So in the individual measurements, there will be a certain error. Suppose the two quantities are added means in the final result also there will be a error. So that is only represented by del Z. So it can be written as A plus B. Here plus or minus is a common thing, both the things. So plus or minus del A plus del B. What about the left hand side? Z plus or minus del Z. Here what is A plus B? A plus B is nothing but a Z. So let us assume here Z is there. So we can write that as a Z. So this Z can be taken to right side. So Z is taken to right side means its sign will be changed. So minus Z. So here plus Z minus Z can be cancelled. So what will be the remaining thing? plus or minus del z that is equal to, this z is cancelled, plus or minus del a plus del b. So del z is nothing but a maximum possible error in the sum of the two quantities. Del z that is equal to sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. We note it down. Errors always want to be added. To understand this, let us take the example problem 1.5. In the example 1.5, they are given two resistance values. Both are connected in series. So two resistors, both are connected in series. So what will be the equivalent resistance in a series connection? Rs, that is equal to R1 plus R2. We have to add two values. So here R1 and R2 want to be added. So equivalent resistance R, that is equal to R1 plus R2. What is the value of R1? 100 plus or minus 3 plus, what is the value of R2? 150 plus or minus 2. It can be compared with the expression Z plus del Z, A plus or minus del A plus B plus or minus del B. What is another one form of this expression? It is another one form for this expression. So here you can substitute the value. What is the value of A? A is the first quantity, it is nothing but 100, plus B is the second quantity, 150, plus or minus del A is absolute error in the first value, that is 3, plus del B is the absolute error in the second value, that is nothing but 2. So here simply you can add 250 plus or minus 5 ohm. It is only the equivalent resistance. So equivalent resistance value, it's not exactly 250 ohm. There will be a error, plus or minus 5 will be there, because in the individual quantities there is a error, so that will reflect in the equivalent resistance also. Let us discuss the error in the difference of two quantities. Like a previous case, the measured value of the first quantity A, that is equal to A plus or minus del A. Del A is nothing but a absolute error in the quantity A. Likewise, measured value of B, B plus or minus del B. That shows both the quantities have certain absolute errors. In this case, we are going to take the difference of the two quantities A and B. The final result is that is equal to A minus B. So what is the actual value of A? A has certain error in the measurement, so that also can be considered. So A plus or minus del A minus, what is the value of B? B has certain error, so B plus or minus del B. So on the left side we can write the final result, that is Z, but here in the final result also certain error will be there. Let us take that as a del Z. So it can be rearranged as A minus B plus or minus del A plus del B. Here Z plus or minus del Z. A minus B is nothing but a Z. So instead of this we can write Z. So Z can be cancelled, or assume this Z is taken that side, so that has a minus value, both can be cancelled. Del Z, that is equal to del A plus del B. Plus or minus you can neglect, both the sides are equal, so you can only take del Z, that is equal to del A plus del B. Here we can conclude the maximum error in the difference of two quantities is equal to sum of the absolute errors in the individual quantities. So errors want to be added. In the difference also, the errors want to be added. To understand this, let us take the example 1.6. They are given the temperatures of two bodies which are measured by the thermometer. There are two readings, T1 and T2. Both the values has certain absolute error. We are going to calculate the temperature difference and error. Let us take the temperature difference between the two readings as T. Here T is equal to T2 minus T1. So here what is the value of T2? 50 plus or minus 0.5 minus what is the value of T1? 20 plus or minus 0.5. It can be compared with this expression. So instead of A, we have used 15. Instead of B, we have used 20. So as it is, you can substitute the values A minus B. So here 50 minus 20 plus or minus, what is the del A? Error in the first measurement. So 0.5 plus what is del B? Error in the second reading. So that is also 0.5. D, that is equal to 30 plus or minus 0.5 plus 0.5, that is nothing but a 1. So what is the unit? Since it is a temperature, what is the unit? Degree Celsius. So the final temperature also, there is a absolute error. Not exactly, it is 30. It can be 31 or 29.